Welcome back to another episode of the Day After Podcast.
Hey guys, I'm back from therapy after the last Brantsteele we did because that was I went through pretty much every single emotion
Yeah,
in the last like 10 minutes.
yeah, you should start scheduling your therapy session for right after this, so you can just go straight there.
Probably. Well, we at least with these people, we're not, we're here. We brought them. We'll see how they do. There are some faces that I enjoy because we're
Yeah, we
doing
should
a
also say this
celebrity.
is Celebrities 3.
Yeah.
Just outright, if you probably clicked on here, you've seen the video and the thumbnail doing
Mhm.
Celebrities 3.
Yeah, and this time around we chose newer celebrities, like people that are like, hot right now,
Mhm,
and then old celebrities or historical figures as well, since
mhm. People
I
who at one stage would be
we're
referred
famous.
to, yeah, we're famous.
Yeah. Um,
Yeah, and
and I think that
also, go ahead.
oh yeah, and I think it was like an interesting thing to do because it's like, oh,
Mhm,
fame is a very, you know what they say, fame is fleeting, and
mhm.
it really shows who's really famous, like way back then that we still know or like who we remember. It's yeah.
Yeah, and I will also point out we're doing Island of the Idols, and something that I thought would be fun with this was to take the two most iconic celebrities from season one that we had in our brand steel and make them the mentors. And now, if
Oh,
you've seen our brand steels, you probably know the male celebrity and the female celebrity
yeah.
that we have picked. So,
Yeah, I mean, we'll just have it be a surprise.
yeah, yeah, but
Uh,
I feel like most
but
people who watch know.
yeah, I mean, yeah. Yeah, yeah. But all right, shall we get right to it?
Yeah, yeah. Okay, let's start with the kind of new celebrity tribe. We got Anya Taylor-Joy, one of my favorite female actresses who's kind of burst into the scene in the last, the year or so.
Yeah,
Was on the Queen's Gambit, which was amazing. If you haven't seen that, you should watch
very
it.
much.
And the New Mutants, which
Yeah.
was, okay, it was decent. I think she was the best part of it by far.
Uh yeah, New Mutants, that was a Fox, you went out with a fizzle with
Yeah, it was it was weird. It was honestly,
like
I got it expecting something very different than what I end up getting.
I, without spoiling the movie, yeah, I thought there was supposed to be, especially since it was the last one, I thought they were going to lead up to stuff, but
Yeah,
it was in development hell for years. But anyway, that's not her fault.
yeah,
She's also in, I believe, yeah, she's the girl from Split and
yeah,
Glass.
yeah. She is.
Yeah, she always does solid work.
Yeah, yeah. Great actress. So that's why I picked her to come. I gotta say, I'm hoping that she can be my Catherine Newton. Whereas you had Catherine Newton for season one, and
Yeah.
Anya Taylor Joy is my Catherine Newton.
So this is like your celebrity crush.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm definitely after watching Queen's Gambit, Smart Girls. That's great.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well,
Yeah,
fingers crossed for you.
yeah. Oh yeah. Next up, we got Aubrey Plaza, one of my favorite female comedians because I love a good deadpan comedian. If
Yes.
you can deliver something dry, and somehow have oomph with no oomph, it's the greatest thing ever.
Oh yeah. She's just she's just fantastic. She's been in a lot of things I really enjoyed. Scott Pilgrim versus the World is,
Mhm.
you can see right here, like
Yeah,
my favorite movie of all time, and she's stellar in that. I love
yep,
Parks and Rec, and April.
yeah.
you know, um, and she's been in so many great things, and yeah, very funny, and yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I definitely think she has the ability, if she makes it deep into the game, to, make everyone just laugh and forget that, they should probably be targeting her.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Um, looks like, if I were to squint my eyes, kind of reminds me of Sierra Easton. She could be
Mm,
like the celebrity
yeah,
Sierra Winston.
yeah, I can see
Um,
that.
yeah. So will she play a similar game to that? Only
Yeah,
time will tell.
her mom's not out there, so
No, no. All right. Next up, we have Aquafina. Great comedian, and
Mhm,
also like she has really, really great acting talent. 2019, she came out with the Farewell. It was like this indie movie,
mhm,
and like she was the star in it. It was in mostly Chinese, so that's part of the reason most of you guys have never heard of it.
mhm.
Um, but like honestly, it wasn't one of my favorite films of last year, but it hit hard. It was great. Um, I enjoyed her in Raya as
Mhm.
the dragon. She was hilarious.
Yeah,
Yeah, she's funny. She just has one of those like kind of like the exact opposite of Aubrey Plaza, where it's like really in your face, kind
yeah,
of humor, big reactions, and
yeah,
she does it so well.
yeah. I recently wrote a script, a screenplay, and one of the characters in it we kind of based off of kind of an Aquafina-esque character. It kind of, it says things as they are, very kind of blunt in that regard.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, she's great. I wasn't a big fan of the female Oceans movie, but she was like every time she was on screen though it was really good.
I imagine. I didn't see it, but
Yeah, there were plot holes that I won't get into, but
but
definitely it seemed like someone just said a female Oceans movie, and they said okay, and then
why
they
not?
just made it. Yeah,
Um, yeah, I think it's funny that we're doing Island of the Idols because I definitely think she's going to be the Nora um,
yeah, I can see
of
that.
this.
But yeah, maybe kind of make people at the pre-merge want to get rid of her because she's too much. But then she's at the merge, and then you're just like, well, we're not going to get rid of Aquafina.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. This next person is one of my favorite people that I can finally bring to Celebrity Survivor. I
Yeah.
don't know if you know him at all.
I googled I googled the name, but like I've never like heard of him before.
Yeah,
This
he is from in my favorite band. He's the front man for my favorite band called Ninja Sex Party.
I think I've heard of
Yeah,
Ninja Sex Party.
yeah, they've been around now for a
Maybe
while. They
maybe I've heard a couple of songs. Just
yeah,
like the name does sound familiar now that I'm
y-
hearing it aloud.
yeah, they write a bunch of songs about being really bad at wooing women and
Uh,
just being unsuccessful. Um, and yeah, he's hilarious. He also hosts this show on YouTube called Game Grumps where they play video games. I don't know if you know Game
oh yeah,
Grumps at all.
I've heard of it. I've never watched any of the stuff,
Yeah,
but
yeah. Highly
it's one of the
recommend.
names.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
like that. Like that's probably my favorite channel on YouTube. Just a really funny guy. Yeah, I expect him to be a ball of entertainment while he's out there, just
I'm
constantly making
His name
jokes.
is Sex Bang, so like I mean we've got a lot of humor on our tribe.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
be real.
There's a lot of comedy. Yeah. Uh, but yeah, I was hoping that you saw the name and thought like, oh, did I just add like a porn star?
I mean celebrities for
That's Celebrities War. Asa Akira comes out.
yeah, yeah. Um but all right, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see if he goes out with a sex bang.
Okay, and then ironically, actually, I think my next favorite player is right next to him, and this is Double Lift, from League of Legends. I follow League of Legends right now. Actually, one of the big international tournaments is happening.
Ah,
Uh,
sweet.
so I've been watching that, waking up at like 6 a.m. to watch League of Legends professionally. This
Nice.
is actually though the first split where Double Lift has retired. So he's actually not an active player anymore. He's now just streaming. But he is known for trash talking. He is known for making, telling everyone that they're worse than him, that they don't they don't deserve to win.
Oh, as someone that's been a competitive gamer,
Yeah,
yeah, I know the type. I
yeah,
know the type.
yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, and honestly, you should really look up like his story, because his story in esports is very interesting. His parents rejected him for wanting to play video games, so he had to move out at like 16. Uh, and one of the people who also play League of Legends just said, "Hey, come sleep on my couch." And so
Oh,
he literally just slept on the couch while he continued playing video games for a living.
it's
Um,
what you got to do.
exactly. And yeah, and then there's also this great esports documentary on Netflix called 7 Days Out. Uh,
Okay,
and it focused on esports, and he's like a huge part of it. Goes through like the darkest moment of his life that just happened to be when they were filming
they
it.
were filming
Yeah, so kind of like bad but good timing in a weird way, because it's like we kind of gotta see kind of more of a deeper
that.
side to him.
All right,
Um,
interesting.
so yeah, so I won't spoil anything there. I suggest just kind of look it up.
All right. I think yeah, I think this is a guy I can get behind. You know,
Mhm.
as a I was never like professional, but like competitive gaming, I can fucks with it. So
Yeah,
yeah, we'll see.
I'm hoping that he can be kind of our Kenny, uh, Ken Huang,
I can
because
see
he's
that.
the only gamer that's ever been out there. There's never been another pro great gamer.
Well, streamer, but like, or well, that wasn't like a streamer
Yeah,
because
yeah, because there's Mari too, but like,
yeah, like professional.
yeah. So
All
yeah,
right.
there's double lifts. Okay, next up we got another big YouTuber, someone who's really been killing it the last couple years. We
Yeah,
got Mr. Beast.
I do know the my first introduction with him was honestly the film theory. Another
Mhm.
person that kind of got cut, Matt Pat.
Oh, I would have loved that. I love Mad Pass.
Celebrity scorer perhaps, but
Yeah,
he was he did a video about Mr. Beast, how he made his own like burger thing on
yeah,
food theory.
it's
And
hilarious.
so that was like my introduction to him. And when I walk by, there's like a ghost kitchen close to where I live. And so when I walk by, it's the Greek place. It got
Oh,
transformed into
really? Wow, that's so weird.
yeah, it's a ghost kitchen now. And I see this guy's face on
Yeah,
there with his burgers.
yeah. Last time I was down there, I meant to order it, but I just ended up not getting the chance to. I don't know if it's actually good.
Um, I don't know either. I
Yeah,
usually don't postmate anything. I'm just like,
yeah.
I'll take my ass down
Yeah,
and get it.
exactly. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, he's honestly just kind of a good guy. He literally, all of his videos are kind of about giving back to the community. He has challenge
Oh yeah.
videos where it's all about just like, if you can keep your hand on this car, Tesla, you can have the Tesla, and you just got to beat like a couple of people by doing that. And he's like, okay, and then he'll give food to food banks and stuff just because he's like, well, I have the money, I'm going to do it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I've heard a lot about him.
Mhm.
Seems like a great guy.
Yeah.
Besides that, I mean, I am curious, maybe not the best place, but like prior to like him giving stuff away, what did he do? Like
It's mostly just he has his first claim to fame was he counted to 1 million
on YouTube.
on YouTube, and it was a nonstop stream of him counting.
Okay.
Yeah,
So we have our endurance champ, is
yeah,
what you're
yeah.
saying.
Yeah. If we get to endurance challenges, he's not losing. Like he is, like been in a car for like 2 weeks before, like literally just never leaving a car.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Got I went crazy not leaving my bedroom for 2 weeks.
Yeah, like they do so many of those kind of challenges where it's literally just like, here's a circle, you can't leave that circle.
Damn. Well, so oh yeah. So he's got if he makes it to like individual immunity, he's just gonna be the beast,
Yeah, he's
Mr.
literally
Beast.
gonna be the
That
Mr.
was
Beast.
that was unintentional until it became a thing.
He's gonna be the Mr. Challenge Beast.
Mr. Challenge Beast.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, we have Pedro Pascal, the Mandalorian himself, Max Lord. Done several great projects, and like um, even like popping up in Game of Thrones, and then his head popping up. It has he does have like the most brutal death on Game of Thrones, in my
Mhm,
opinion.
mhm,
Yeah, and now he's Shark Man or Shark Boy. Like he's all over the place these days, and
yeah.
I dig him. He's great actor. He's funny. He's also a badass. Like he's very much a jack of all trades, and
Mhm.
yeah. So I decided to bring him along.
Yeah. Are you ready for an unpopular opinion on my end?
You don't like him, do you?
I don't like The Mandalorian. I think it's a really bad show. And what you have in your hand is one of the reasons, actually. Because I feel like The Mandalorian, they chose like one of the most boring, like kind of characters or types of people in the Star Wars universe, and then said, "Oh, that's not entertaining enough. Let's just put a baby Yoda in there and go, oh, look at the baby Yoda."
I will say that there is definitely going to be a tonal shift. Spoiler alert, because he's left, or because Grogu has left. But
Mhm.
we'll
Yeah.
see. We'll see if the show can still hand on its own. Because yes,
Yeah.
a lot does focus around Grogu.
Yeah, because
In
I
that.
watched I think 2.5 episodes and I fell asleep and the watching it multiple times. I kept falling asleep. It was not. I really found it very boring.
To each their own.
Yeah,
Um, I'm not going to attack you or anything. I
yeah,
can't because I'm not
yeah,
sure where I live, but I don't know where you live.
yeah. I live somewhere in the mountains. You could.
You're lucky I have responsibilities out here. But we'll see how Pedro does
Mhm.
in this game.
Yeah,
Um, he could do good, but it could be better.
yeah.
I
Yeah,
even I
I mean,
felt
he,
so.
he was a part of that community table read. I like that. That was, but yeah, there's literally a part where he just like couldn't keep doing the script because he was laughing so hard. Like they literally were just like, Pedro, come on, let's hurry up. Like and he just kept, he was like start
Laughing.
and laugh again.
Nice, nice. All right, next up, also from The Mandalorian, but is known for many other things like Green Lantern, um, being Korg. I mean, it's Taika Waititi. Yeah, he's definitely started to blow up ever since Ragnarok.
Yeah.
Playing Korg.
Mhm.
Um, Also coming up with Jojo Rabbit or adapting the book.
Yeah.
Phenomenal. He's like phenomenal director, great humor. I'm excited for Free Guy because it's just
Mhm.
his style and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, super super fun character, uh like character actor,
Uh-huh.
and like he just everything he does is funny.
Yeah.
um so
Yeah.
I'm so I had to bring him.
Yeah, the screenplay I was talking that I had a character for Aquafina. We actually, the tone of it is kind of like Jojo Rabbit's. It's a dark historical comedy. That's kind of very absurd in that regard. So, like, because
Okay.
we really love Jojo Rabbit. I think it's a great movie.
Phenomenal, yeah.
Yeah. And the only reason anyone ever hates it is for some reason some people think that it's about Nazi sympathizers, but
I
it's
mean, you
not.
have to watch the movie. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, it's like I remember when the trailer first came up in theaters, and people were like, "What was it?" Someone had to say out loud, "This is satire. This is satire." And
Yeah.
I'm like, "Yes, it's so obviously
If
satire."
you
Like,
if you just watch the trailer and you see happy Hitler, like you go like, oh, that's stupid, but like you can't just then have that be your only opinion of it. You then you gotta at least start watching the movie.
for the most part, it's always best to watch controversial stuff so you can form your own opinion about it.
Exactly. You can't just take a small little clip and be like, oh, this is
Yeah,
this because of that.
that's why I never say, "Oh, it's a bad movie" if I haven't seen the movie, because
Mhm.
I don't know. Sometimes
Yeah.
I don't agree with public opinion.
Yeah.
Uh, like like Joe doesn't like The Mandalorian.
Yeah. Yeah, that is my like well known like I tell a lot of people I don't like the Mandalorian. Like that's become kind of my like everyone it freaks out when I say it.
Yeah,
And I love that they freak out that I say it.
I bet you do. I bet you do. All right.
Okay. So moving on to this next person, I guess a little humble brag on my end. But I
Ooh,
actually performed on a show with this person. I did a stand-up show. I opened for her, and that's
no,
Whitney Cummings. I don't know if you know Whitney Cummings at all.
I don't.
She's been pretty big in kind of the comedy world. She had her own sitcom called Whitney on NBC for a couple years.
Nice.
Um, she's been on Two Broke Girls, just like a bunch of other kind of stuff. Um,
I was watching, or because when I was when I got your list, I was looking up who these people were, and I did
mhm,
see she has been working a lot.
yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. I think at one point she was supposed to be kind of like that next Amy Schumer type,
Hmm.
and it just kind of fell flat, and it never kind of took off more than kind of, you know, getting some decent spots here or there.
Yeah.
But yeah, very nice lady, very very good. Definitely. Even though that she was kind of like the main actor, that's she treated kind of all the other performers on the card kind of very nice, just like yeah, we're all comedians.
Oh, sweet.
So
Well,
yeah.
glad. I'm glad you had a fun. So you should. So out of all these, you know her playing style more than anyone since you're
Yeah, I've
BFFs.
actually met her. So yeah. I mean, she's just gonna be cracking jokes. Like she's probably not gonna take the pre-merge especially seriously. She's just going to try to be making everyone laugh the entire time. Um,
I
and
just
then
love the contrast between this one and the next one because I see so much humor here, and the next one, like
it's like dark and gritty. Yeah,
we have. I won't say we have Vlad the Impaler. Enough.
oh man, I'm so excited for him to play. Like, but we'll get to
All
him
right.
later.
All right.
uh,
So last but certainly not least in the new school or the newer celebrities is Zendaya. Now,
mhm,
part of the reason I chose Zendaya was because when we were making this list, I was watching Euphoria for the first time,
mhm.
and I was like, "Oh yeah, this show is great." One of my roommates is an extra in it a few times, also one
Nice.
of my exes. So, but uh, um, that aside, but it's a great show. She always does amazing things, whether it's being MJ in Spider-Man, or I never saw Shake It Up. Well, I saw a few episodes, but it wasn't my cup of tea back then.
Mhm. Yeah, that
But
was definitely my first introduction to her, and I didn't like it.
well, I mean, it was Disney, and by the time
Yeah,
that came out, we were already in high school or
yeah,
around
yeah,
that ballpark.
yeah. We had just kind of missed the
Well,
role on it.
yeah, because at a certain point, like all the shows we were watching were starting to end one after another, and then
Yeah.
it's the new gen. But other than that, she has been in some great stuff. I know this might be one of the. It's a very mixed movie in the sense of like some people don't like it because it's just not historically accurate at all. But The Greatest Showman,
Mhm.
does great in that movie.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
yeah,
Great as Mary Jane. Yeah, in Spider Man. Those are greats.
she's great there, and obviously Euphoria, she
Yeah.
kills it. Um, so yeah,
Nice. Nice. Yeah. So that's our kind of new celebrities list. Let's move on now to our old celebrity tribe.
so many black and white. We won't even be able to tell if they're on the same team or not with other people.
Yeah,
Um,
that's true. It's gonna be a little complicated.
a little, a little. All right. So first up, we have Anne Bonny. Now, I'm pretty sure none of you know who that is.
I actually do. I visited a pirate museum, and there's a whole exhibit about her.
Oh, nice. I
Yeah,
met like the one other person that wasn't in my English class who knows about Anne Bonny. Um,
yeah.
just
I'm a huge history buff. Like I love everything history.
nice.
Mhm.
Ryan did not pay too much attention in history, unfortunately, when he was younger because
Mm.
kid. Um, but when I was thinking of like historical figures, she stood out to me. I don't know, like she was like a female pirate that was very well known. got out of executions by saying she was pregnant when she wasn't. Like, I just thought, she's a very, very interesting character back then. And
Mhm.
so, like, yeah, when I saw you had Vlad the Impaler, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna bring like a historical badass. All right, and Bonnie.
Nice. Yeah, yeah. This is the opportunity to bring, characters that we really can never bring for any other
Yeah,
kind.
just watch and Bonnie just be like a mainstay on her channel, and then people would
Yeah,
just come in. I was like, who the fuck is it? But
yeah, yeah. Uh,
we'll teach people about pirates.
yeah, yeah. I feel that way with a lot of these. I kind of want to bring back just to be like, hey, remember this person? This person was really cool back in their day.
Oh yeah. All right, next up we have Audrey Hepburn, one of the biggest stars way back in old Hollywood. Um, Breakfast of Tiffany's. I
Mhm,
haven't. The only movie I've really seen of hers is My Fair Lady, but
mhm.
she's just when I was
She's a
thinking of like,
classic.
of course, and so that's why I chose her for that.
Mhm.
So yeah,
Yeah, there's going to be an interesting relationship with another actress on this tribe.
yeah,
Um,
it's just you don't have to look too far.
yeah. I'm gonna see how that relationship goes. That's gonna be interesting.
Oh yeah. Next up, we got Freddie Mercury. I granted, some of the people I have above, like have like, are musically inclined, but Zendaya, like more people know her from her like acting stuff.
Yeah,
But like, I wanted a singer, and then I was remembering, all right, I feel Freddie Mercury was a great one to bring because when I was watching Bohemian Rhapsody way back, like learning about their story, things like that.
mhm,
And, he's definitely was an icon back then that, even before that movie, like, just so many great songs, so many great hits that you turn on a
yeah,
movie, any big blockbuster that can afford the rights, you're
mhm,
you're bound to hear one of the songs.
yeah, yeah. And
So yeah.
honestly, Queen wasn't even around like that long compared to like other bands who get it like from like it's just like it almost seemed like every hit of any of their albums, just like any song was like a hit.
Yeah,
Like that's how
exactly.
great they were. And I will also say I think he's in in a I guess like the youngest one, right? I think he's the most recent out of kind of this
Yeah,
old.
yeah.
I believe so.
Definitely. Yeah,
Yeah.
he is. Because well, I
So
mean,
he might have the what?
out of like the people there, he's one of the only ones that isn't a painting or in black and white. And then
Yeah.
obviously Mother Teresa has laughed at,
Yeah. That's a she's like a special exception. uh,
yeah, yeah,
but yeah, I think so. I think that might benefit him because he might be able to fit in now also with the new generation because they all know who Freddie Mercury is probably better.
yeah.
They want to talk to him and get to know him. Especially I'd say Danny Sexbang. I think he takes a lot of inspiration from Freddie Mercury.
All right, all right. So
Yeah,
maybe an alliance when things shake up.
yeah. Cool. Okay, the next person is my obligatory wrestler that I have brought to celebrities. He did take originally I had in the new uh, celebrities Vince McMahon. I was gonna have him, but I ended up replacing him so I can bring Gorgeous George, uh, who wrestled in the first ever televised wrestling match ever.
Wow.
uh yeah, his whole gimmick was he would dress up in a fancy robe like that. He had platinum blonde hair, and girls would always woo, which would make the guys hate him so much. So he was hated by everyone. He would come out. He would be the heel who would come out, tell the wrestlers that they stink. They need to use soap and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
Um, and basically just make a complete ass of them.
yeah. Uh,
um,
I've heard of him because like he's one of those people where it's like he was definitely such a big wrestling star back then. Like you hear, or like you
mhm,
hear things in
yeah.
passing, things like that. And so, yeah, I've definitely heard of Gorgeous George.
Mhm,
Simpsons did an episode about like how Grant grandpa Abe Simpson was like,
Mhm.
kind of like a ripoff of Gorgeous
Yeah.
George.
Yeah. If I ever get a chance to do a biopic movie, like I want to do it on Gorgeous George because his life is so interesting. Like he was wrestling in the days where professional wrestling was done at the circus, when it was done in like traveling shows like that, where he would wrestle for like a nickel.
Wow.
Yeah. So and he also had this famous act at the beginning of his career where he would tour a wedding. It was the first big professional wrestling wedding segments,
Nice.
which is weird that that's like a thing and that is still a thing that happens in wrestling. Um, but yeah, he was like the creator of that. He was done a hair versus mask match where he lost and had to shave off his hair. But he only did it because his hair he was starting to bald and he didn't want people
That's
to see that.
okay. Uh, that's smart.
Yeah.
Um, all
So
right. So
yeah,
I think he'll be an interesting character on this tribe.
yeah, definitely.
All right. Next up, speaking of biopics, we have Jackie Robinson. 42. You learn his story and like how, like obviously he's known for being, a first African American to be in, like Major League Baseball.
Mhm.
And when you watch that movie, played
Yeah,
by the late
42. Yeah.
Chadwick Boseman, like, it was a struggle. Like, wasn't even really accepted by his own team for a while. Like, it was like this huge, huge thing. And he was someone that one of my old teachers said that the moment where he's like smashing a bat never actually happened. Jackie Robinson never broke under the pressure.
Uh-huh.
Never. He just took it, and like something like that was inspiring. And I also wanted to bring an athlete, and because Ryan doesn't really know
Mhm.
athletes of today, uh, I was like, all right, who's a historical figure? And I was like Jackie Robinson. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I mean, my athlete was an esports athlete, so you can argue if that's an actual athlete.
yeah.
So,
Well, I mean, like, and that's the whole thing. Like, there is like
yeah,
esports, and then there's
yeah.
like
I mean, I'm
athletic
actually on the
athletes.
side where I think they are athletes because there's a this incredibly hard line to see where there's like reaction and dexterity that only pros can get to.
Now, I mean,
And
yeah, I
yeah.
do. I do see what you mean. If you've ever played games where it was about like hitting buttons really
Mhm.
fast
Yeah.
or buzzers,
Yeah. I mean,
it
yeah,
is.
I don't know if you've ever played League of Legends,
I have
but
not.
that is one of the most complicated and complex games ever. That looks like, oh, it's simple. You just press these buttons and kill the things. But there's like just so much extra stuff that you have to know. You have to literally know like over 200 champions and all their abilities.
Uh,
Yeah, it is pretty crazy.
and it's done in real time. It's like real time action too, right?
Yeah, yeah, you're playing against another five people who have been training their entire life to be, playing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
and
I would
now
imagine that'd be
honestly
cool.
it's gotten to the point now where the people who are playing at that level were playing when trying to be professionals at the age of 8. Like they're it's been around that long now.
Yeah. Wow,
Yeah,
that's dedication.
yeah.
All right. Next up, if we're talking about childhood grinding, we have Judy Garland, who another. Some of these people I've chose because I've seen their biopics.
Mhm.
Judy Garland's is one of them, and um, she became pretty bitter near the end, but that was because of all the stuff she went through as like a young, a Hollywood star, being a
Mhm.
child actor. And obviously you know her as like Dorothy,
Yep.
great singer, things like that, and another old Hollywood type.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I think her resilience and that is definitely going to help her out here, and also like that go to it attitude
Yeah.
that she's known for.
Yeah. Yet again, got I feel like I got to point out, but I think that there's these three actresses here that could kind of become the Black Widows of our celebrity Survivor.
Yeah, I
uh,
mean, they're in black and white, so they're halfway there. Uh, they do fit in the same archetype in a sense.
mhm.
They all have their different style, obviously, but like, you know,
Yeah,
they're all there.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I think she's gonna be great. A huge fan of Wizard of Oz. One of the first plays I ever did. Uh,
Oh, nice.
so yeah, I'm excited to see Judy Garland out there. Uh, Next up, we got another person I haven't really seen too much, but like everyone knows who this is. I think
Exactly.
they're just such an iconic person of the past. You got Marilyn Monroe. I think like the number one actress for years.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's just like we got like three of the Mount Rushmore of old Hollywood
Yeah.
starlets, and like, you know, she's one where everyone, even if they don't know Hollywood at all,
Mm-hmm.
knows Marilyn Monroe's name.
Yeah.
Uh, which is crazy because her career was unfortunately very, very short because of, you know,
Mm-hmm.
her untimely passing.
Yeah. Do you want to hear kind of an interesting story I remember hearing about her?
Go ahead. Yeah.
She was discovered as a factory worker. She was working in a factory, like very physical, hard work. And some photographer was just like looking around, like trying to find like new spots for it's like photography, and they saw her and was like, "Oh my gosh, she'd be great." And they did like a photo shoot, and that blew up. And then eventually, that led to her being able to quit being a factory worker
That's
and
fucking crazy.
pursue that.
That's crazy. Uh, wow. Especially since she was a very, very small woman too. Like
Yeah, yeah,
working in a fact, Jesus.
yeah. It's kind of weird, to
To think
imagine
about.
Marilyn
Yeah.
Monroe pre Marilyn Monroe.
Especially back in the day. Like, you know,
Mhm.
now I know, like, granted, you know, that was during, you know, around the same era where, you know,
Mhm.
women were being more introduced in the workforce in general, but like
Yeah,
thinking such a feminine icon doing that as well.
yeah, yeah. So she's gonna be deceptively good in challenges. I think
Oh yeah.
people might not think she's gonna want to hang out in a challenge with Mr. Beast forever, but I think she will.
She's a little, she's a little, she's a little bag of might.
Yeah.
Um,
Uh,
all
okay.
right.
The next person I brought because I just think it would be so funny to see them have to play a deceptively strategic and trickery game, and that is Mother Teresa.
Not gonna lie, I was thinking of bringing her too, so I'm glad
Yeah,
you did.
yeah, yeah. I mean, it's just I feel like people swear on things all the time out in Survivor, and I feel like Mother Teresa is going to be one of the people that if she swears on something, you're not going to think that she's lying. Like you're just not. Like why would Mother Teresa lie?
uh,
And also, I think if she makes it to the end, she has to win. Like she
yeah,
has to win if she makes it.
I feel like also it's a moral thing of like if you vote out Mother Teresa, I'd I'd be low key worried for my eternal soul. I'm
Yeah,
agnostic, and I would
yeah,
be worried for my eternal
yeah,
soul.
yeah. It almost feels like she's got like a clear path to day 39 and to winning.
Yes, yeah. So we'll see. We'll see. Just watch her
Yeah.
be a
Yeah,
challenge
yeah.
beast.
The atheists of our celebrities three need to get together and band together to get her out.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. Okay. Next up is the person I'm most excited for on this tribe. Vlad the Impaler. I love him so much that I wrote a TV script about Vlad the
Yeah,
Impaler.
I
Uh,
remember that.
yeah, it's like I think he is the most interesting historical figure who isn't brought up enough.
I don't know. Like I feel like he's definitely brought up when it comes to like, you know, Dracula and stuff because like he's straight up the inspiration for Dracula for
Yeah,
uh I feel it. This is interesting for the people viewing at home because, like, I don't think they were expecting like a history lesson with their survivor, but uh,
Yeah.
but yeah, Vlad the Impaler. Like I did research on that because my class was kind of weird in the sense where we talked about doing a lot of stuff, but there were some things we didn't do. One of them
Mhm.
was like dressing up as characters during our cultural festival.
Mhm.
And I chose Vlad the Impaler because people were telling me about him. And so like when I was looking at how metal this guy is,
Yeah.
like
It's
he's brutal.
he's
Um,
hilarious. I think he's hilarious. He impales people by shoving a giant wooden stake up people's butts.
mhm. Just makes the bobs out of every people.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
So
funny
I
we don't have anyone named Bob. Come on.
yes. So yeah, I have two different historical scripts. And I chose Vlad the Impaler. The other person who I cut was Henry VIII. Um,
I was thinking him too.
yeah.
I was
He
too.
just missed the cut. Like honestly, it killed me to have to cut one of them. But I
I
ultimately
know.
decided I'd rather have Vlad over Henry.
I feel that. Well, like
It's
it
crazy
was
that we
crazy
had some of these
making
historical people like that we both had in mind.
great minds think alike. What do you
Yeah.
say? All right. Last but certainly not least, we have William Shakespeare. As you guys probably have guessed with Fantasy Island, I am a bit of a Shakespeare nerd. I'm not like super super into Shakespeare, but it's something that in high school I was learning a lot about because I actually participated in Shakespeare recitation contests, things like that. So like,
Mhm.
I learned that language early on, and then yeah, and so like with him making such iconic stuff, Romeo and Juliet, the Scottish
Mhm.
play, which I can't say the name, and Hamlet, which was the inspiration for Lion King, one of the inspirations for Lion King.
Mhm.
Wink, wink. Uh,
Yeah.
it's he's someone that has inspired so much of pop culture, and there's
Yeah.
even controversy about that too
Yeah.
because of like people are saying like, oh, a lot of his plays were plagiarized,
Mhm.
things like that, but like as one of the granddaddies of theater, especially since theater background and stuff, like i I felt like I had to bring him also because I bring a lot of like actors and stuff to this,
Mhm.
and I needed to like diverse a little. And so I'm
Mhm.
like, all right, playwright, and poet.
Yeah. I mean, he's so iconic that we had to have multiple classes studying Shakespeare when we went
Like,
to acting school. So
yeah, we had like three or
yeah,
I,
there's I think two required, and then there's like another one that was you can if you want.
yeah, I decided to take comedy instead of Shakespeare, mostly
Yeah.
because I learned a lot of Shakespeare in high school and I wanted to like focus on things. I'm not throwing shade at all, but like I
Mhm.
focused on comedy because I was like, that's going to
Yeah.
be more of the things I'm going to do. Most of the
Same.
things I've done.
Yeah,
Uh,
any chance I could do a writing class or a comedy class, I always took. Those are the
oh
things
yeah,
where it was just like if those are on the table, I'm taking it.
no, of course you're
Yeah,
gonna use. That's part of the reason we went to performing arts school to
yeah.
get
We
to
want to
use
special.
things
We
that
want
we're
to be
gonna use.
specialists. We don't like honestly like that. I think that was my biggest complaint was I wanted there to be more specialization in terms of going down the comedy or drama path. Like I feel like there's the occasional branch out, but usually it was trying to make you do everything.
No, I feel that. College aside.
Yep.
um yeah, so that completes that's everyone
Yeah.
on the newer celebrity tribe. Out of your peeps, I'm gonna say Double Lift
Mhm.
and Anya. Those are my top two for on your side. On
Nice.
mine, I don't know, I love them all, that's why I brought them. I just I know one's probably gonna go home early. uh
Which one?
I don't know, but statistically speaking, I mean, I think I'm gonna be a little hurt if Taika Waititi doesn't make it, or Aquafina.
Yeah.
Zendaya. Like, I guess because of the order I chose, maybe I won't be so sad if Pedro goes before the merge, but
Mhm.
I would
I
like
think out
to.
of yours, Pedro, as I think we've discussed, I is on my bottom tier.
Yeah,
So if he goes home early, no skin off my back. I'm really rooting for Aquafina on your side. I
yeah.
definitely want her to make it far. Uh, and then I'm big on double lift and Danny Sexbang,
All right, all right,
and then got the
all right.
olds.
Yeah, for the old peeps, just because I kind of want to see Anne Bonny just be like a thing on our channel. uh, I'm mostly rooting for her on your side. I got to root for Vlad.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we're kind of a bit in agreement here. I'm rooting for Vlad on my side. On your side, it's either Anne Bonny or Jackie Robinson.
Yeah. Um, it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, yeah, I'm excited to see. Are you ready to start this
Yeah, let's do it.
chaos?
Let's do it.
Okay, let's do it. Okay, so no alliances have started on the new celebrity tribe or the old celebrity tribe. They're going straight to immunity.
All right.
And the old celebrities win immunity.
Oh, well, I guess because they're used to not having so much technology around, and oh, it's Braun.
Yeah.
I For a second I thought it was going to be. It actually makes more sense for it to be Braun.
Mhm.
I thought it was going to be. Fuck, damn it! How am I forgetting his name? Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
Jeffrey
Since
D.
they were from,
Morgan.
but like,
Yeah.
no, I get it. Braun Strowman is actually a better
Yeah.
choice because
Yeah.
he's consistency wise.
Yeah. He only had one bad performance, and that was the last time he was out there, the best, the best. Every
Yeah.
other time he makes it extremely far.
Oh yeah.
One of which winning. So yeah, and plus this is kind of like one person for mine, one person from yours.
Oh yeah. And Catherine Newton,
Yeah.
celebrity crush.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Every
so
single All Stars.
they have giant statues of themselves out there, and it looks like Danny Sexbang has arrived at Island of the Idols.
All right.
The
Does he
lesson
take?
is fire making, and he must defeat Braun Strowman in a fire making challenge.
Interesting. Will he do it?
He decides to play.
Does he
Go big or
win?
go home. Danny wins.
All right.
Uh,
Nice.
yeah.
Nice.
Also, in Game Grumps, at the end of Game Grumps versus, if Danny ever wins, there's a big thing that comes on screen that says Danny wins, and they get really excited because Danny never wins.
Well, that's all a reason to celebrate.
Yeah. So he gets a hidden immunity idol, good for the next two tribal councils.
All right. Well,
So that's good.
we'll see. It might help him this time
Yeah.
around.
Yeah, and the idol is still hidden. Aquafino and Pedro bond strongly.
I guess because Disney,
Yeah.
they're all type of that.
Zendaya is impressing the rest of the team.
All right, naturally.
And Aubrey Plaza and Aquafina have formed an alliance.
The two polar opposites on this tribe.
Yeah, it's the yin and the yang.
Yeah. They're even wearing black and white. What the
Yeah.
hell?
Oh, that's hilarious. So we got
I
our
dig
yin
it.
and yang alliance. Aquafina doing pretty good.
Oh hell
Just
yeah.
overall. I was hitting Jackie Robinson and Vlad bond strongly.
I just imagine Vlad coming up. You have a stick. It's like, yeah. Have you ever thought of impaling anyone with it? No. I like you. I want.
But if you ever want to know, you can stick it up people's butts.
And Jackie's like, I will keep that in mind. But thank you.
Oh, and Jackie and Vlad find something in common.
Sticks.
It's the sticks.
Sticks.
Oh my
Are they
gosh. And Vlad is impressing the rest of the team.
not killing anyone? I guess.
Yeah, everyone is expected a very different Vlad. I think Vlad went out there as my interpretation of him thinking that he's on like a sitcom and he's just
Yeah.
having a good old time out there, laughing at everything. Oh my gosh. And now we have an alliance of Anne Bonny, Jackie Robinson, and Vlad the Impaler.
All right, Bonnie and Vlad. That I thought would be a great pair, and I guess like Jackie Robinson is just like the third to make this
Yeah.
trio.
Yeah, him and Vlad bonded so much over the sticks. So,
Yeah,
oh man, okay. I'm loving that tribe so far. I love what happened over there.
yeah. Now to very serious things.
Yes. So Danny has the idol.
Uh, fuck.
I have no idea.
Nor do I. I'm just gonna say Mr. Beast.
You're gonna say Mr. Beast.
Yeah,
Okay. I'm gonna say Pedro.
I
I'm
don't think so.
just saying it because I'm gonna wish it into the world.
He just sticks around as a result.
Yeah, that's what happened with Taylor. So
Exactly.
okay. First vote goes to Mr. Beast. Second vote goes to Pedro. We,
Well, one
we
of us
somehow
is
kind of
right.
called it. So
One of us is right.
third vote, Mr. Beast. Fourth vote, Mr. Beast. Fifth
Yeah.
vote, Mr. Beast.
What?
Pedro. Seventh vote, Mr. Beast. Eighth vote, Pedro. Ninth vote, Pedro. One vote
God
left. And Mr. Beast is voted out. Damn.
dang.
First boots.
I guess because they were like, no, we can't let this guy go far. He's just going to give the million away,
Yeah, he's
even though
gonna make it a
most of these
challenge video.
people are millionaires.
Yeah, he's gonna win and then just be like, you know what? You other 19 are gonna compete in a challenge. You gotta stand in the circle for 2 weeks, and the winner gets this money.
They're all millionaires here, so it's like, what the hell?
Uh, so the people who voted for Mr. Beast were Aubrey, Aquafina, Danny, Double Lift, Pedro, and Whitney. And people who voted for Pedro were Anya, Mr. Beast, Taika, and Zendaya.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah. So a line has been drawn in the sands.
Most definitely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Danny as the temporary idol. Alliances seem the same over here. The yin and yang.
Yeah.
And then yeah,
And
everything
Bonnie
seems.
went down a little bit.
Oh, did she?
Yeah. I think because of the bromance between
It's too strong.
Jackie,
She doesn't have a stick.
Jackie
She's got to go into the woods and into the forest and find a stick, and then be like, hey, now I can be a part of you guys.
Exactly.
Okay, so Audrey Hepburn arrives. The lesson is paying attention. She has to answer 4 out of 5 questions about the personal life of Catherine.
That's going to be hard since she was, born way after her
She
passing.
decides to play. And she wins. Audrey wins.
Understandable. Yeah.
So she also gets a immunity idol good for the next 2 tribal councils.
Sweet.
Yes. And the
Yay.
new celebrities win immunity.
Yay. Nice.
Yes. And they win cooking kit and spices. Okay. And Double Lip and Whitney have a minor disagreement.
Okay.
Anya and Aquafina bond slightly.
Aquafina with that social game.
Yeah, it's very strong. But she leaves the alliance of Aubrey
No,
to form a bigger alliance with Aubrey, Aquafina,
okay.
Pedro, and Zendaya.
That was
yeah.
That was a interesting thing of emotions I went through.
Yeah, interesting that she had to leave this small thing to then join the bigger thing.
Brantsteele be like that.
Yeah, I mean, but at the same time, though, this is just 4 people. They need a 5th person to give the numbers.
Well, I mean, both Pedro and Zendaya were in the Well, Zendaya was not in the majority of that, and I
Yeah.
think
I guess
Aubrey
they
Plaza.
might also have Anya.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Anne and the Bard have a small fight.
Oh gosh.
uh, Gorgeous George has a major meltdown.
Just calling everyone trash, saying they all stink.
Yeah, his hair hasn't had the correct hair conditioner, so it's kind of getting a little saggy, and it's not as it's not in the gorgeous curls that it's usually in.
Oh no.
Um, and a new alliance forms between Anne Bonny, Audrey Hepburn, Freddie Mercury, Mother Teresa, and Vlad the Impaler. Vlad is now in two major alliances.
Both with Bonnie.
Yeah. So yeah, that's good. So you got to imagine Jackie Robinson is going to kind of be the sixth person of this alliance.
Oh, definitely. Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Which means I don't know. I think it's Gorgeous George is time to
Yeah, it
go.
might not be looking good for him.
Or Willie Shake.
Yeah. I'm going to say Gorgeous George. I think that meltdown
Ditto.
is going to be what does him in.
Ditto.
Okay. So Audrey has the hidden immunity idol. Do you think she's going to use it here or save it for the next time?
Save it. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. First vote goes to Marilyn Monroe. Second vote goes to the Bard. Third vote goes to the Bard. Fourth vote goes to Marilyn Monroe. Fifth vote goes to the Bard. Sixth vote goes to Marilyn. Seventh vote goes to the Bard. Eighth vote goes to the Bard. And the Bard is eliminated. Second one out.
Parting is such sweet sorrow.
Who did not vote correctly here? Gorgeous George, Judy, and the Bard.
Okay. So George is still, like not in on anything.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, honestly, this is that's six. I think are going to be very strong in
Stick
terms of.
alliance.
Yeah, I think they're going to kind of control this tribe.
And then Eliza pops up and is like, it's a stick.
It's
Just
just a fucking
randomly.
stick. Okay. So episode 3. Heike finds the hidden immunity idol. Finally, someone finds the idol.
There's just a confessional. He's like, oh yeah, found it underneath this rock over there. Um, was just minding my own business, and then I was like, oh, rock, cool. So I kicked the rock, and then oops, there it was.
Yeah, that's good. So he's got the idol. Danny has the temporary hidden immunity idol. That alliance is there.
Still doing its thing.
Everything seems to be the same over here. No one's
Yeah.
found hidden immunity idol over there. And it looks like Doublelift is arriving here on Island of the Idols.
All right.
Okay. He must sneak into the other tribe's camp, light a torch, and sneak back without getting caught.
All right. Can this be? Does he do it?
He decides to play. And he wins! Wow, they're all doing great on Island of Idols.
Oh yeah. But yeah, so far everyone's won. Granted,
Yeah.
we've only had 3, but like still.
I feel like usually we have a fail. I mean, even in the actual Island of Idols, there was a fail right away.
Well, I mean, yeah. You don't make fire against Boston Rob.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like the same should be done with Braun Strowman in our Brantsteele universe, at least.
Fair enough. Fair
Yeah.
enough. Yeah.
So Doublelift gets a hidden immunity idol, good for the next 2 tribal councils. And the old celebrities win immunity. They
I'm
win
nervous.
comfort items and a tarp. Okay. So we have a total of 3 idols on this tribe. And Danny and Doublelift find something in common.
Is
Now,
it their
this is an
idols?
alliance I'm down for.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, they
Oh,
both went to Island Idols, so I guess that's maybe what they find in common. They both know Braun and Catherine Newton are there. They both have an idol that they won from the challenge. But Aubrey leaves the alliance here of 4 people
what?
to form a new alliance.
What's with they didn't even lose anyone. They just added Anya.
Why don't you just add Anya to the alliance?
Okay, I mean, they're still together and Anya's in the mix. That's cool, but
Yeah,
like,
I'm guessing this alliance is probably going to just every week just kind of disintegrate until this is
what's
just the main one.
what's interesting about this is that um, other than Miss Cummings, everyone else that isn't in this alliance has an idol. One of
Yeah.
which can only be played now, but like,
Yeah. So Danny Sexbang is going to be safe at least.
they better vote for Whitney, otherwise
Yeah.
they're screwed.
Marilyn Monroe finds the hidden immunity idol.
Nice, nice.
Okay. And George and Marilyn bond strongly, trying to get some goodwill. The
Yeah,
gorgeous George.
just like admiring each other's hair.
Mm-hmm. And Audrey leaves the alliance.
Can I also say that Mother Teresa being in the mix with Aunt Bonnie and Claude the Impaler, I find rather interesting as well.
Yeah, she's forgiving all of their past sins in order to get further in this game.
Interesting.
Okay, so here we are. We know that Danny Sexwing is going to play his idol because it's the only time he can do it. Um, but the question is, who is the main group voting for?
I don't know. And I feel like because obviously an idol can be misplayed, but if you have the idol and it's good for one time, why not play it? Um, it's too tough to say because
Yeah.
an idol play, we have three, like the three idols just straight up make it anyone's game.
Yeah, because honestly, they could idle out someone in the majority. They might also idle out someone in the minority, maybe someone who doesn't play an idol there, or someone who, or Whitney who doesn't have an idol. Like there are so many different, like routes.
Avenues.
Yeah,
Exactly. So it's tough to say. So
yeah,
I can't really guess anyone.
yeah. I think idol shenanigans will play a factor.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Because everyone who has an idol are on out. So there's like only one case where an idol won't get played, and that's like on Whitney. If they vote for Whitney and double lift Danny Sexbang and Taika suss it out.
Yeah, because splitting votes would not be a good idea here.
Yeah. Okay. They all have the idol. Danny uses the temporary hidden immunity idol.
All
Any
right.
votes cast against Danny will not count.
Oh,
Taika uses the Lyra hidden immunity idol. Any votes get cast against him will not count.
yep.
Double lift.
Everyone uses their. Oh god. I'm excited to see what happens here.
This is a good one. Any votes cast against double lift will not count. First vote goes to double lift. It does not count.
Uh,
Second vote goes to double lift. Does not count. Third vote goes to double lift. It does not count. Fourth vote goes to double lift. Does not count. Fifth vote goes to double lift. Does not count. He went to Island Idols, wins, gets the idol right when he needed it.
who is it? Who is it?
Oh no.
She may not be. Wait, what? I guess we didn't really take into account that the minority alliance might just target Whitney because it wouldn't really make sense
Yeah, this is not the move I think they should. They should definitely try to break up that big group, but
unless one of them didn't vote
second one
for.
goes to
Yeah,
Whitney.
it
Whitney.
that was not how I thought that was going to go down.
Yikes. Wow. 3 idols played. Double if the only one that played it correctly.
Wait, hold up. So obviously she didn't vote for herself. So I'm
Yeah.
wondering who in that major alliance didn't. Oh wait,
Aquafina? Oh no, wait, no.
Aquafina? Well, I mean, she didn't.
Yeah. So Anya, Aubrey, Danny, and double lifts.
So Aubrey flipped.
Yeah.
No, wait, Aubrey
No, it
didn't
was
really stay in tribal lines, I guess.
yeah. Oh no, yeah. So Aubrey's still technically in that alliance with Aquafina and everything.
Yeah, I was a little confused because like it looks
Yeah,
like they all kind of did their own thing,
yeah,
just didn't really vote for each other.
yeah. Interesting. Um, well, at least Double Lift plays the idol correctly. Gets
Yeah.
to be around and extra votes.
Watch Taika just find another one. Oh, I checked this other one.
Nothing over here that looks different. That alliance here is still together, so
Yeah.
um, yeah, nothing seems different there. Audrey arrives again, right? I believe
All right.
she's coming here. The lesson is persuasion. She decides to play. Everyone is wanting to play if they come. So this is the one where she has to be the caller at the next meeting
Does she?
challenge. Audrey is selected as caller for, so she gets the vote blocker.
Everyone. Ooh, vote blocker.
That can be
Interesting.
pretty good because there's a lot of kind of like double tribals where they split the everyone in half. So those are the ones that this is a very strong advantage for.
Oh yeah.
Um, and the Lyro
Yay.
tribe wins immunity. Okay, saving double lifts. Round to go. And they also win baked goods and caffeinated beverages.
I enjoy both those things,
Mm-hmm.
but mostly coffee. Why didn't they just say coffee? Anyway.
Anya and Pedro find something in common, has a lasting impact.
Okay.
And Aubrey leaves the alliance.
Is there going to be a bigger alliance,
She
or
doesn't know. No, I
she
went
doesn't
down
even
expecting it,
have another
but no.
alliance? She's just like, oh, interesting. So
Yes. Yeah.
Anya's playing a pretty low key social game.
Yeah, she's now also trying to get in with Danny Sex being double lift too. Or trying to play kind of this very underdog esque game. They're kind of on the bottom, but like they're fighting to kind of stay up and get the numbers. So she's trying to potentially work that avenue.
Yeah.
Cool. So Audrey has so much power in this game right now.
Yeah.
Um, George and Judy find something in common.
Their names start with J.
They have the just sound.
Yes. All
Um,
right.
so Audrey's going to be safe because she has to play the idol this round.
Marilyn might play it because she's scared.
Yeah.
Um, I'm thinking it might be, if we're looking at the main alliance. I mean, Judy and George were both on the outs. None of them have any advantages. So I think it might be still one of those two.
Yeah. Yeah. If I had to guess, I'm going to say George again. I think he might have been able to. He had some social game the last episode, but you know, it was only like one episode where he had like one bonding moment with someone. So I don't know if
Yeah,
that's actually going to save him from, the first two episodes of it not going good for him.
probably not.
Yeah. Audrey uses the temporary hidden immunity idol. Any votes cast against will not count.
Oh, so Marilyn Monroe
Maryland's
does not play it.
she's keeping it. First vote goes to Judy. Second vote goes to George. Third vote goes to Judy. Fourth vote goes to George. Fifth vote goes to Judy. Sixth vote goes to George. Seventh vote goes to Judy. Eighth vote goes to George. One vote left. And gorgeous George is voted out. Wow. I also want to point out, I feel like we've gotten very good at deciphering Brantsteele.
Low key, low key.
We honestly it's like a
this,
skill now.
we've been doing this for like a year and a half.
Yeah.
honestly, that might make I have been noticing, like, we're probably gonna be, if we ever go on Survivor, we're gonna be actually pretty damn good because we study strategy so much by doing these.
Yeah, yeah, like yeah, honestly, like if we can just like take a step back before like any big moves and just like analyze it, I think that's gonna make us
That's
play
gonna be
way
a huge
better.
asset.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. So yeah, if I ever go out, I'm just gonna imagine what would it be best to do in a Brantsteele game.
exactly. Exactly.
What's
Break an
the
alliance. Break alliance.
yeah, and then create a new alliance just to break that one.
And for God's sake, don't give up final immunity.
Yeah. I didn't want to curse it, but I've been playing some brand steals on my own,
Uh-huh.
and I ever since they've added the point where you can have switch out, it's like 50% of the time they're switching now. Like they're switching so often,
No,
and
that's not like
I don't
I
I don't want to curse this one because I don't want that to happen. But if that is the case now where they keep switching, we're gonna have to go back to some like middle school Survivor.
yeah, that's gonna be cray cray.
Yeah. Uh, okay. So let's see here. Anne, Audrey, Jackie, Judy, and Vlad voted for George.
I think it was splitting the votes, TBH. Like
Yeah.
they both knew they were,
I think they
on
were
the
the two
chopping block.
clear bottom players. They knew they had to
Yeah,
vote for the others. So just have the numbers get split between them. Yeah, that makes
exactly.
sense. So yeah, that's that. I think Vlad's playing a pretty good game so far.
Oh, definitely.
Okay, there's a twist. Okay,
Oh, okay.
so the new Lyro tribe is Anne Bonny, Audrey Hepburn, Aquafina, Double Lift, Jackie Robinson, Judy Garland, Pedro Pascal, and Vlad the Impaler.
So the Stick Alliance is fully intact.
Yes, yes, it is.
Um, I don't know. I feel Audrey, because she left the alliance, it might create some it might create some ruffles in that, and especially with Judy Garland, the votes were split against her. Like if the original Laro takes those two in, they could totally decimate the other side.
True, true. Yeah, I think there's some wiggle room here.
It's
For
playable. It's
yeah,
playable.
it's a playable state. um, okay, and then over here on the Vokai tribe, we got Anya Taylor Joy, Aubrey Plaza, Danny Sexbang, Freddie Mercury, Marilyn Monroe, Mother Teresa, Taika Waititi, and Zendaya.
It's this one. I don't know. Aubrey could definitely stick some things in a mix. Taika, kind of the same thing. And then Anya, her social game, very, very silent social game, but I think she could definitely cook something up.
Yeah, I don't imagine Anya being targeted actually here. I think
No,
that she's
no.
played such a good social game with her tribe that they're not going to turn on her right here. If that tribe is going to turn, it's going to be probably on like a Aubrey or like a Danny or a Taika. I think those are the more susceptible ones. If there's a flip,
Yeah, I can see it.
yeah. Okay. Uh, the idol is currently hidden. Also, who knows?
It's
Okay, so
hard to.
they do have a not on team,
Oh, I know.
but
Um,
it is going to be very hard to tell some of these. So yeah, the Stick Alliance is there, but they're also missing a Freddy and Mother Teresa to make their, team stronger.
good
Aquafina and
one.
Pedro are together. That's that. Double Lift has no alliance.
No.
Okay. Uh, and Freddy, Mother Teresa are together. Zendaya's got Anya and Danny. And Danny and Scott's Anya. Okay.
All right, who's gonna win?
And the Vokai tribe wins rewards. They win a fajita meal provided
Applebee's.
by Applebee's, including desserts and drinks.
Just
Mother
imagine
Teresa is the Krishna of this whole situation, right?
she's just enjoying it, all of it for what it's worth.
Yeah, I mean, what could be the best sponsorship ever than getting Mother Teresa claiming that Applebee's is her favorite restaurant?
Blessed by God, like, yeah. Uh,
Yeah,
be
good.
interesting.
Okay. And Applebee's gives them the strength to win immunity.
Applebee's does that to you.
Yes, yes. And Double Lift finds the hidden immunity idol.
All right, Double Lift is really, really putting in work.
He's doing what he has to keep playing. So yeah, that's good. Vlad is impressing the rest of the team.
Oh, that could be bad.
But Anne Bonnie realizes she doesn't have a stick and leaves the alliance.
It's the bromance between Jackie and Vlad. It's just
too
not.
strong. It's too strong. That makes me a little scared for Anne, to be honest.
It can still go any way there.
Yeah. Aubrey and Freddie have a major fight,
Okay.
and Danny and Zendaya find something in common.
Hmm. I guess the power of music.
Yeah. And oh my gosh, Anya, Danny, and Double Lift dissolve their alliance.
Okay. Well, this tribe's not going to trouble, so
There's
not sure what that's gonna
yeah,
do.
they're just getting ready to, blindside each other.
Okay.
Okay, now who's going home here?
I think it's
um,
one of the stick people, and I'm including Anne Bonny in this.
yeah, I think I'm gonna say Anne.
We'll see.
Well, what about you? Do you have a guess?
I think it's one of the stick people.
Yeah. Okay, Double Lift has the idol. First vote goes to Aquafina.
She better not go.
Second vote goes to Judy. Third vote goes to Judy. Fourth vote goes to Aquafina. Fifth vote goes to Audrey.
Okay.
Sixth vote goes to Audrey. Seventh vote goes to Aquafina.
No, 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 no. Please, no, no.
Aquafina! Oh no. Oh,
Farewell.
that one hurts. That one like actually really hurts.
Dang it.
Ah,
No.
damn.
Son of a bitch.
So the people who voted for Aquafina were Audrey, Jackie, Judy, and Vlad.
Audrey.
Yeah,
Evil.
damn. And yeah, and double voted for Audrey, Aquafina, and Pedro voted for Judy. Um, yeah, I mean,
Oh wait, I realized we had two Audreys. So
yeah.
I was thinking Audrey Plaza for a sec.
Oh yeah,
That was
yeah. I guess
Hepburn.
yeah. It's Aubrey Plaza.
Wait, I thought it was Hepburn.
It's Audrey Hepburn, right? And then there's Aubrey Plaza.
Yeah. On our tribe we have Hepburn.
Yeah.
Dang it. So that makes sense. Yeah. All celebrities just look strong except for Anne.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Damn. That's unfortunate. I really wanted
that,
her to make it to the merge.
I thought she was gonna win.
Yeah. She was playing a great game too. Like she's definitely one of those pre-merged people who played a really good game, but kind of
Yeah.
gets screwed over by the twist. Honestly, like she gets screwed over by this tribe swap.
Yeah, definitely.
Um, so you can't really blame her too much for it. Double Lift has an idol. He might have to play it this next tribal if they go.
Maybe.
Everything looks the same over here. In order to even out the numbers, Maryland sits out of the challenge for Vokai. And Vokai tribe wins reward. They win chickens.
And
Okay, the players out visits Island of the Idols, so Marilyn Monroe goes. And in order to win a vote blocker, she must obtain the vote blocker during the next immunity challenge.
She's got this.
She does not play. She does not want to do it.
Why?
She decides it's not worth it. Uh,
Oh,
but the Vokai tribe wins immunity. Uh, the Double Lift might have to play his idol here.
yeah.
Because this is Island of Idols. I believe this is the last tribal before
No,
the
there's one
jury.
more.
Yeah, well then there's the
Oh
jury
wait,
phase that
before the
starts
jury. Yeah.
one early, but yeah. So Audrey and Double Lift find something in common.
I'm not
And
sure what.
Mother Teresa leaves the alliance. She cannot handle. She does not sanctify what Vlad and Anne Bonnie do.
Yeah, I'm surprised they even got into an alliance in the
Yeah.
first place.
Yeah, I think she's fed up with it. She's like, you know what, I'm done. It's not worth it. God
Mhm.
spoke to me last night. He said very unpleasant things about you two.
Well, damn. Also, it kind of does make sense why Marilyn might not want to get another one since she already has one.
Yeah, yeah,
She
and
already has an advantage.
it is one of those things. I mean, I don't know if they tell her that she would get a vote blocker, if that's something that they tell her before, but sometimes going for something like that, that's a very specific, like, you might have it, like, it might be useful, but it also is not like super impactful.
Yeah.
Sometimes it can be kind of tough to want to go, play a very ballsy thing and find it in the middle of a challenge.
Well, I mean, yes and no. I mean, like an advantage is an advantage, and like
Yeah.
you can still leverage advantages,
Yeah.
even if it's not playing them, or like depending
Yeah.
on what it is, you can even bluff that it is an idol.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, there's things to do, but if you have something already for power, like you can already use that for that. Like you're not gaining anything really.
True, true.
Um, so Anya and Aubrey find something in common.
Their names start with A.
Freddie has a major meltdown.
No. Oh wait, his team's not vulnerable, is it?
Yeah, yeah, they're good. I believe so, right? Yeah, I think this is the good one. And Zendaya leaves the alliance of Anya and Pedro.
Okay.
Okay, I think Double Lift's gonna have to play his idol here. I think he's gonna try to at least secure himself a jury spot.
It could be a thing where they just split the votes between
Him
Double
and
Lift and Pedro.
Pedro. Yeah, it's probably gonna be one of those two. I think the old celebrities are just gonna stick strong.
I'm just gonna say Pedro. Grasp micro goot. That sounds
No
sexual.
one stands. First vote goes to Double Lift. Second vote goes to Audrey. Third vote goes to Double Lift. Fourth vote goes to Audrey. Fifth vote goes to Double Lift.
One of them's leaving without the advantage or without using an advantage.
Sixth vote goes to Audrey. One vote left.
She could have tied it. Oh,
Audrey Hepburn is voted out
she could have
with a
tied
vote
it.
she could have.
Dang.
Uh, wow. So, she didn't see it coming, I guess. So that's a pretty good move in that regard. Vlad even flipped over. Wow. Honestly, Vlad has voted correctly every time.
He's a smart cookie.
Yeah. Um, so Anne, Double Lift, Jackie, and Vlad voted for Audrey. Audrey, Judy, and Pedro voted for Double Lift. Pedro flipped on his, new celebrity partner.
Okay.
Well, at least everyone here has made jury.
Yeah. Uh,
Uh, so we can take solace in that.
yeah. We can rest easy.
Mhm. Okay. So Double Lift has the idol.
Oh, that's a 9.
Yeah, 9 and an 8. The stick alliance is
Stick
strong.
alliance.
Yeah, they're sticking together.
Da-dunce.
um, yeah, that's pretty good. Pedro, his female alliances here are on different tribes, so that's
Yeah.
unfortunate for him. Um, okay. The Lyro tribe wins reward. They win pizza.
Can that pizza feel them?
Freddy
Oh,
arrives on Island of Idols. Lesson is calculating risks. In order to win safety without power, Freddy must complete an unknown challenge. He decides to play, but Freddy
oh,
loses. Ooh, that's unfortunate. So he loses his vote. The next tribal council he attends, but he
oh.
does. His tribe wins immunity.
So he's not gonna have it at the merge. That's
That's actually kind of
that
worse.
exactly.
Yeah, you would
Um,
actually rather lose here because uh, at the merge anything happen. Like there's a lot of times where one vote is very crucial.
oh yeah. But I
Uh,
mean, at the end of the day, there is a benefit to it because you could hide it better.
yeah, true. If you can manage to convince maybe a safe votes, you can kind of convince enough people that they won't necessarily get to your vote, so you can then say, yeah, I voted.
Yeah, yeah,
Um, so I think that might be Freddie's goal, is to try to find who's the most on the outs compared to everyone.
exactly.
Judy is impressing the rest of the team. Uh, so Freddie's lost his votes. Aubrey and Taika have a major fight.
Aubrey just can't handle his goofiness.
Yeah. I think Aubrey's kind of the Nora of the season, to be honest. Like she's gotten everyone on the pre-merge to kind of not like her, but like, why are you going to
Yeah.
get rid of her at this stage now? She's made the merge. Oh my
Oh,
gosh! And Anya and Mother Teresa have a major fight.
that is
Anya,
like the one person you don't want to anger.
yeah, that is not good. Because Mother Teresa and Taika bond strongly. He knows what to do.
It's because of the fights and everything. They both
Yeah.
feel wronged and they're like they bond together.
Yeah, they bonded because they felt they were unjustly attacked. Okay.
All right.
It's yet again. I think it's still. I don't think Double Lift and Pedro have actually weaseled themselves out. I think that was a pure strategy move, and I think that they might still be on the chopping block here.
It is possible. It depends if Double Lift plays his idol right.
Yeah.
Because at this point, I feel like he would.
Yeah. Okay. No one stands. He is not using his idol.
Staying calm under pressure.
That's pro gamer right there. He knows he needs to save this for the right moments.
Mm-hmm.
First vote goes to Double Lifts. Second vote
Oh
goes to
no.
Pedro. It's the showdown.
No.
Third vote goes to Pedro.
No.
Fourth vote goes to Pedro.
Oh no.
Fifth vote goes to Double Lift. One vote left.
It's gonna be.
And Pedro is voted out. Damn.
As he's leaving, he's like, the merge is good, but it can be better. Or the jury is good, but it can be better.
Yes. So
But
at least he makes
goofy
the
little.
jury. At least there's that.
Yeah.
So yeah. Judy and Pedro voted for Double Lifts, whereas Double Lift, Jackie and Vlad voted Pedro.
Judy has been on the bottom pretty much this entire thing.
Yeah.
Yet she always escapes.
Yeah, she's made the merge by
opening.
being wrong every time.
Uh-huh.
And Vlad has made it to the merge by being right every time.
Very two different strategy. I wouldn't even say it's strategies. It's just
It's
straight up
just how
like
the game is being played. Yeah.
happenstance.
Yeah. I mean, okay, so we're at the merge. Let's take count who we think are playing the best games.
I definitely think Anya, Vlad, Taika, and Jackie Robinson are playing the best in their own way.
Yeah. I would put Double Lift in there too. I think Double Lift
Double Lift,
is
yeah.
yeah. he kind of weaseled out of a tough situation.
I
And
agree.
without using his idol too. He did it by just social game.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, and he
he's a
played
tough
an idol,
cookie.
or he's the only one, right, who's played an idol correctly, right?
I believe so. Technically, yeah, because every three people used it all at once.
Yeah, yeah,
All right. Some other little facts. So we have 7 gals on this. So that means we have 6 guys. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 on my side, 7 on your side.
yeah. And we have 7 old celebrities and 6 new celebrities.
Yeah. So
So kind of like weird how that's been kind of distributed pretty evenly.
for the most part, yeah.
Yeah,
You just
interesting.
slightly ahead.
Yeah. Well, I mean, just all of the numbers are 7-6 in some
Yeah.
regard. Okay, so double lift has the idol. Freddie will not be able to vote at this next tribal. Maryland has an idol. Jackie went down to
Oh
an
no.
8.
Oh no.
But these are the only alliances on the merge.
Huh. Vlad has a lucky alliance, 777.
Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty good. Zendaya wins immunity.
Nice. Nice.
So she is going to be safe. Um, Aubrey and Double Lift have a minor disagreements.
Oh gosh.
Anne and Jackie bond strongly.
It's the sticks.
Yeah, the sticks. She's trying to get back in. She's like, I have a sword. Does that count?
Yeah. It's kind of like a stick. It's a metal stick.
Yeah. And Anna and Anya bond slightly.
Nice.
And we have a new alliance between Freddie, Mother Teresa, and Taika.
Okay, so Mother Teresa is back in an alliance with Freddie Mercury.
Yeah.
And yeah, that little fight that happened, Mother Teresa and Taika are together now. Um, so yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
Water
interested to
under
see
the
what this
bridge.
three exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Now this is going to be something. I have no idea. This is for the hardest part of a Brantsteele is predicting who goes out at the merge,
Yeah,
because you don't get a lot of information and there's so many different things going on.
I'm gonna say I'm throwing it out there. Maybe Sex Bang.
You think Danny Sexbang's going?
Maybe I can see it.
Um,
Or him or
I,
Aubrey.
I'm going to say Judy, because I think what I was talking about before with Freddie Mercury wanting to have an easy vote here so he can hide him. I think Judy might be the closest thing here to an easy vote, since she's been wrong every time. Like all of the people who would like her have gone.
Yeah, yeah.
So I could
That's
definitely
enough.
see Judy. Maryland has the idol. Double Lift has the idol. Freddie has lost his votes. Then Di has the necklace. No one plays anything, so no one's going to use their advantages. First vote goes to Taika.
Better not.
Second vote goes to Taika. Third vote goes to Taika. Fourth vote goes to Aubrey. Fifth vote goes to Taika. Sixth vote goes to Aubrey. Seventh vote goes to Taika. Eighth vote goes to Taika.
No,
Taika is voted out in a 10-2 vote.
no.
Oh,
Why? What Tuck? No.
damn.
Was it Mother Teresa that stayed?
Mother Teresa stuck by
True.
his side.
So true to her alliance.
Yeah, I mean that's her character right there. Even if she probably knew that he was probably going home, but she wasn't willing to flip on him.
Dang, this
Yeah.
hurts me.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. So moving on here, everything seems the same there. Oh, and Bonnie's now at a 6. The 777's gone.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's just Freddie and Mother Teresa here. Group number 1 consists of Anne Bonny, Anya Taylor, Double Lift, Freddie Mercury, Jackie Robinson, and Judy Garland. And group number 2 consists of Aubrey Plaza, Danny Sexbang, Marilyn Monroe, Mother Teresa, Vlad the Impaler, and Zendaya. And group number 2 wins cheeseburgers, cookies, peanut butter, and beer.
All that sounds delicious.
Yeah, it does. I feel like the cheeseburger reward would be what I'd be most excited for if I was out there. I love a good cheeseburger.
I can appreciate that. For me, it's got to be the coffee challenge.
Uh-huh.
It has to be the coffee challenge.
Mm-hmm.
I had like 2 Trentas today.
Uh-huh.
Well, granted, one was left over from yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
but it was like just a little bit out of it.
Yeah.
So essentially 2 Trentas. That's 60. That's 60 ounces of coffee, my friend.
Yeah. I mean, I'm the same way with like an energy drink. Like if I have to wake up early, like I need to have some energy drink to wake me up. That's my thing.
Bro, I don't need to set alarms. I do. Like I get up at 5 a.m. just
Uh-huh.
naturally.
Oh, really? I can't do that.
It's a useful skill, but it's like the most bizarre skill ever.
uh, yeah. If I mean, I need an alarm. Like I will sleep super late into the day if I don't have plans.
It's nothing wrong with that, but
Yeah.
like, nah, I feel.
Yeah. Also, Marilyn Monroe is the unfortunate soul to be told that you should not try to find stuff in Survivor.
Oh,
She finds the enticing notes and she loses her vote, but gets the ability to sabotage another player.
okay.
And Danny wins immunity.
Nice.
Danny
Very
Sexbang.
nice.
And Marilyn wins immunity. She wins it because she does not have a vote this time. So,
Well, that's a good time to win it.
yeah,
Um,
that's good. Double Lift still has the idol. So does Marilyn. Um, okay. Anya and Danny have a minor disagreement.
this is Anya. This is not your time to do that.
Yeah, that's not. Okay, a new alliance is formed. A 6-person alliance. Anne Bonny, Anya Taylor-Joy, Aubrey Plaza, Danny Sexbang, Jackie Robinson, and Zendaya.
I don't
How
know.
many people are left? This is still not the
Well,
majority. There's still
it's half of it, but
yeah.
Jackie has ties with Vlad.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. There's a lot of things that have kind of happened, so it's tricky to say.
Yeah. I feel like this also might just be kind of like that, get through a few votes and then it's just gonna kind of just, go away.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of I mean, Anne Bonny and Jackie Robinson have kind of a connection. Danny Sexbang and Anya have a connection. So I mean, there's connections here, but I don't see this being,
Too
something that
permanent.
lasts the entire game.
Yeah. It's a
Okay.
little could
Uh,
be because I'm saying just because she's not in the alliance, maybe Zendaya
yeah.
because she
Could
also won immunity.
now also Mother Teresa was out on the last vote. They could take Mother Teresa out here.
I don't think. I think she's safe. That no
Uh-huh.
one's gonna vote her out. She's gonna make it to the end without any votes against her the entire time.
And then she's gonna get all the votes because no one wants to.
Mother Teresa plays a flawless game.
Yeah, the perfect game of Survivor. Okay.
So many things.
Yes, many things. First vote goes to Mother Teresa.
Well, Ryan, so much for being able to read Brantsteele's.
Oh my gosh. Second vote goes to Anya. Oh no.
I don't know which is worse.
Third vote goes to Aubrey.
I really don't know which is worse now.
Fourth vote goes to Mother Teresa. Fifth vote goes to Mother Teresa. Sixth vote goes to Anya. Seventh vote goes to Mother Teresa. Eighth vote goes to Aubrey. Sixth vote goes to Anya.
Oh,
Seventh vote goes to Aubrey. One vote left.
it has to be Mother Teresa.
Yep,
So,
Mother Teresa goes home in a 5-3-3 vote.
oh, Ryan
Now let's see who is going
is
to
going to
hell.
hell.
uh, Anya, Aubrey, Danny, Jackie, and Zendaya.
None of the evil people either. What the
They're
fuck?
all the very nice people. Oh, yeah. I mean, I think there's definitely vote splitting things happening here.
Yeah. Oh,
Because
damn.
of how this came out. So, Double Lift, Freddie, and Mother Teresa voted for Anya, and Anne, Judy, and Vlad voted for Aubrey.
Hmm.
Interesting.
It's definitely shifting.
Yeah. Okay. So there goes Mother Teresa going out in the Jamal placements. Okay, episode 9. Here we go. We'll test idol. Wow, that Jackie Robinson back to that 9.
It was like, yeah, it's just an unbreakable bond.
Yeah. Once you bond over sticks, like
Exactly.
that's unbreakable.
That's how friendships were made back
Yeah.
in elementary school. Hell,
Right.
in stage combat. Uh, all right.
Okay. Team number 1 is Danny Sexbang, Double Lift, Freddie Mercury, Jackie Robinson, Marilyn Monroe, and Zendaya. Team number 2 is Anne Bonny, and Anya Taylor Joy, Aubrey Plaza, Judy Garland, and Vlad the Impaler.
Okay.
And Anne Bonny wins immunity.
I can actually see that being. Oh,
As well with Zendaya, and she wins reward for her team.
I can. I guess we'll go more into the tribe status, but I feel well, especially with the Anne Bonny team,
Yeah.
there's some. It
It's the
could be the end
females
for
and
Vlad.
Vlad.
It could be the end.
No, he can't go off in this boot. This would be awful. Uh, oh no, Aubrey and Vlad have a major fight. No.
This-
No, 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 no. Please, no. Please don't let that happen. I'm begging you,
I'm not.
Brantsteele.
I'm not. I'm not happy about it either. It's just. Hmm. It's not a good.
There's 2 idols over here.
Okay.
Danny and Jackie bond strongly. And Jackie is impressing the rest of the team.
Showing him a stick.
Yeah. Jackie Robinson is playing a pretty good social game too. We have to give him some credit. He's,
Definitely.
I think Vlad's gotten a lot of the Stick Alliance kind of praise, but Jackie's been doing pretty good
I guess
himself.
because he's the one with the funny hat, the mustache. Vlad
Yeah.
stands out in a crowd. Granted,
Yeah.
Jackie Robinson does when he's in
It's
his
just like
uniform.
an actual season survivor. If there's an alliance that has a character like Vlad who's larger than life, he's going to be the centerpiece of that alliance. Like you're going to
Yeah.
see a lot of him when he's on screen.
Oh, definitely.
Okay, so Anne has the immunity necklace. She is safe. No one stands. There's nothing to play.
Nope.
So I don't want to be. I'm going to say Aubrey just because I don't want it to be Vlad.
I think it's Vlad's time.
First votes goes to Judy.
Or it could be Judy.
Second vote goes to Judy. Third vote goes to Aubrey.
All right, Vlad's safe.
Fourth vote goes to Aubrey. And Aubrey Plaza goes home.
Judy Garland, just doesn't get voted out again.
Yeah. Interesting. So Vlad gets his way here. He gets the person who he fought, and the person that he was fighting doesn't even vote for him. So he kind of gets his cake and gets to eat it too.
That's always nice. Though Anya is, well, I mean, when it's split up like this, it's it's very, very crazy. Like any numbers that you think you have could be completely
Yeah,
erased.
it's almost like these tribals are in its own little vacuum because whatever happened
Yeah.
here almost seems to not matter previously and not matter going forward. It's like everyone is trying to play their own game right now, and this is the chance to get someone that they don't want in their game. So you
Well, I
kind
mean,
of
yeah,
just see
because it's a big mental shift going from like not, or they usually do it around 11 or 10,
yeah,
going from that many people to, oh shit, literally my odds of getting voted out have, increased by double, have doubled
yeah,
in a sense.
yeah, exactly. So yeah, that's that. Now here's an interesting tribe because we got Marilyn Monroe and Double Lift with idols, um, and Zendaya has immunity.
Okay. Um, Sex bang?
Yeah, I could see Sex Bang. I could also, I could see maybe Jackie Robinson going out here just because he doesn't have his stick alliance here.
No,
Maybe they do see him as a threat.
it's too hard to say right
Yeah,
now.
uh, yeah, interesting. Okay, Marilyn Monroe plays her hidden immunity idol.
And then Double Lips has to play his, right?
He does not.
Or not.
He chooses not to. First vote goes to Maryland, does not count. Second vote goes to Maryland, does not count. Third vote goes to Maryland, does not count.
Played it right.
Fourth vote goes to Maryland, does not count. Fifth vote goes to Maryland, does not count. She is the only vote that matters.
Who is it?
It's Freddie Mercury.
No.
Oh, she really did
I
him
just
dirty like
imagine.
that.
I just imagine him just so distraught, and he's starting to sing Bohemian Rhapsody. Too late, my time has come.
And then Jeff starts chiming in with him.
Yeah, and then and then the tribe has spoken. I got to
uh,
go.
damn. Okay, so yeah, everyone except for Maryland voted for Maryland. Interesting.
Yeah. All right,
Okay.
so a weird place where it kind of happened, but like this is kind of our halfway mark,
Yeah.
because it just happened in the middle of that episode. But
Yeah.
so we have 5 women, 4 guys. We have out of your people, we have 5 of your people. We have 4 of mine. We have 5 of the old school or old celebrities, and we have 4 of the new ones. Still keeping in with that theme you brought up earlier.
Yeah. We're kind of keeping it split. Like it's
Relatively even.
yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's
We keep
curious.
doing this on the odd ones, but for the most part, yeah, it's really just kind of like like there's it's not a pagonging that's happening, which
Yeah.
is always nice.
Who do you out of these 9, who do you think is probably the most likely to win?
I think if it's the olds on my tribe at least, it's Vlad. And then for the new, I think it's Double Lift on my side. I could definitely see Jackie Robinson also. If he sits at the end without Vlad, I think he can win. But I think if he sits there with Vlad, they're going to give him the credits.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
but if he sits without Vlad, I think he gets that credits.
I think it's definitely. I think you mentioned pretty much everyone. I'd say the only person I would add into the mix is Anya because she's playing kind of that low key game.
Yeah. I'll
Marilyn
also put in Anne Bonny. I think Anne Bonny is
and
also
Bonnie,
playing.
yeah. And Marilyn is also doing pretty decent.
Yeah, she just played an
Also,
idol correctly, so
and she, yeah, I think Zendaya.
there's a lot of strong players here. Yeah.
You can say something pretty nice about almost everyone. I'd
And
say even Judy Garland being able to like not
she's
voted out at
yeah,
all.
yeah, she's really been the underdog of this season.
Pretty
Somehow
much.
still here. Oh, okay. So the idol is now currently hidden. The idol is been re-hidden.
Still,
And
it's
Vlad
enough.
is at 9 now, so he's at 9 too. Okay. Um, Judy Garland is now at the Island of Idols. Let's see if she can make something for the end game here. The lesson is situational awareness. She must correctly predict the person who will win the next immunity challenge, and she
Okay.
decides to play. Who do you think she's
All
going to
right.
pick?
It, huh. Zendaya. It's a
Zendaya.
tricky one too because, like, with this immunity, it can be anyone because it
Yeah,
all depends on who decides to stay out of it.
yeah. She is
You're
predicting
frozen. Are you
Vlad.
okay?
What?
Okay, I
Can
hear you.
you? Oh, okay. You froze for a
Oh,
second. Okay, there. Okay. So yeah,
so
she predicted Vlad to win.
will Vlad do it?
Vlad wins immunity, which
Well, I'll be
gives Judy a
damned.
temporary hidden immunity idol.
Good on him. Good on her.
Yeah, interesting that that's a temporary. Wasn't that a full idol?
I
Because Lauren
think,
got it, but she played it right away, so it's hard. Like, but they never specified, I believe, that it was a temporary one.
uh, not sure. I might when I rewatch that season.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
I don't
I
know
feel
when
like
I'm
it,
gonna rewatch everything again.
yeah. I feel like if you ever rewatch the season, I would just start after the whole Dan merge thing. Like start after that because
Or like, no, I mean, there is some good pre-merge stuff. It's
yeah,
just
I feel like
you
I
skip
then want to
you
watch it
skip that
to
episode.
yeah
You skip
that
that.
it is definitely I think one of the worst episodes of Survivor, but that is neither here nor there.
Well, Mina is here because like it's the same
Yeah.
season. But
Vlad
anyway,
finds the hidden immunity idol.
this could be his.
Is Vlad
I
winning?
might
I
win
think he's
this.
winning. He's getting a winner's edit. He's got a social game, he's got a strategic game, he's got a social
Has
game,
he
he's got everything.
has he received any votes?
I don't believe so. I think everyone like genuinely likes him out there, which is
Man,
crazy. Oh, okay. Double Lift has the idol, so yeah, we got 3 idols there. Danny Sexbang is impressing the rest of the team,
all right,
and Anya leaves the alliance.
okay. And it looks like another alliance is forming.
Yeah, the female alliance with Anya, Judy, Marilyn Monroe, and Zendaya.
All right, but can this alliance do anything?
That is the question.
Whether it's
Uh,
nobler in the mind to suffer tribal council.
yeah, I think they needed to get Anne Bonnie in there too to be a full female alliance because then they would have had the
Yeah,
numbers.
yeah.
So
I mean,
yeah,
if they just need to pull one person in, or
yeah.
maybe.
But also maybe they tried to get Anne, and she didn't like that because that would have made her flip on Vlad and Jackie, and she's not willing to do that.
I'd say bring double lift, and that might be
Double
the only
lift.
way to like truly shift it.
Yeah, I could also see Danny just because he does have some relationships with some of the girls out there.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Um, okay, so Vlad's super safe. Double Lift uses the hidden immunity idol. Any votes
Okay.
cast against Double Lift will not count. First vote goes to Double Lift, does not count. Second vote goes to Double Lift, does not count. Third vote goes to Double Lift, does not count. Fourth vote goes to Double Lift, does not count. Fifth vote goes to Double Lift, does not count. He played it correctly.
Again. Again.
Sixth vote goes to Double Lift, does not count.
Oh my god, is he gonna be the only vote?
Nope. First
No.
vote goes to Marilyn Monroe. Second
Oh
vote goes to
no.
Anya Taylor Joy. One vote left.
Not Anya, not Anya, not
And
Anya. Oh,
Marilyn Monroe goes. So she plays an idol, the previous rival, and then goes home here from an idol.
dang.
Wow. So who's double lift and Jackie voted for Marilyn, and
Vlad
Vlad voted for
was
Anya.
outside of votes.
Yeah. I wonder if he tried to have an extra vote because Marilyn just played an idol. Maybe she went out and found another idol. Well, I
No,
guess he
but
found
he
the
has
idol.
the
So
idol.
yeah, so he wouldn't think that.
Exactly.
Yeah, and she didn't go to Island of Idols, so yeah, I have no idea. I guess Vlad uh, didn't want to vote for either double lift or Marilyn.
Could be if I don't know. There could be an alliance forming against him.
Yeah, yeah. Is he gonna kind of actually be the villain of this whole thing at the end, where everyone kind of has
Vlad
to
the Impaler? Nah.
Yeah, how could he ever be a villain?
Exactly.
Um, okay,
Oh, they went to an 8.
an eight, yeah. Okay, Vlad might have to use his idol at this next tribal.
Maybe.
Okay, so pair number one consists of Danny Sexbang, Judy Garland. Pair number two is Anne Bonny and Double Lifts. Pair number three is Anya Taylor Joy and Jackie Robinson. Pair number four is Vlad the Impaler and Zendaya. And group number three wins Anya Taylor Joy and Jackie Robinson
That's nice.
for them. And
And
they
they
take it
bring
with Zendaya and Danny. And this is
nice.
with this is the loved ones. So they get to all go out there with their loved ones, have a good old feast. And Jackie Robinson wins immunity.
I love how it says ball and a jack, and he's a baseball player.
Yep, exactly. And his name's Jackie.
It was like he was made to win this challenge, specifically
It's
made
like
for
it's
this
like when they
one.
bring a basketball player out there and then have a basketball challenge.
Yeah, yeah. It's like it's just like so suitable.
Yeah. Judy has a major meltdown.
I'm surprised she went this long without one.
Yeah, she's not had the greatest experience, I'd say.
Wait, did she have two at once or no? That was just
But
one.
yeah, I think that was just one, right? Uh,
Yeah, because it was just showing flat. It's just
yeah,
because it was sandwiched in. My bad.
yeah. Okay.
My eyes play trick on me.
So does she? Yeah. So Judy's going to play her idol. So even though she has this meltdown, she's actually not going out here.
Okay, so I think it could be
Um,
Vlad. Now is the time to get rid of
I
him.
think he's going to play his idol. Um, I I could see Double Lift going home. He just got the votes this last time.
Possible.
Yeah.
We'll just
Okay.
have to see.
Okay. Judy uses the idol. First vote goes to Anya. Second vote goes to Double Lift. Third vote goes to Anya. Fourth vote goes to Double Lift. Fifth vote goes to Anya. Sixth vote goes to Double Lift. I don't want. This is like the worst case scenario for me. I really don't want this to happen.
It's possible there could be a rock draw.
Seventh vote goes to Anya. Eighth vote goes to Double Lift. We are tied.
Okay.
Okay.
Is it a rock thing?
Yeah. Or do you think someone's gonna flip, or do you think that we are going to rocks? Because these are two of my favorites, I want to go to rocks. But if they then rock out Vlad, that's like the worst case
With an
scenario.
idol. With an idol.
Yeah. Yeah. For my side, like those three. I mean, they were some of my favorites, like at the start of this. So I'm happy that they made it this far. But
Regardless, it's
yeah.
I don't know.
First vote goes to Double Lift. Second vote goes to Anya. Third vote goes to Double Lift. Fourth vote goes to Anya. Sixth vote goes to Double Lift. Seventh vote goes to Anya. We are tied.
Oh, God.
They are safe. They will get another tribal.
Okay. So it's not Judy. It's not Jackie.
Yeah.
It's not Anya or Double Lift. So it's either Anne, Danny, Vlad, or Zendaya.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is good that Judy got her idol here to to be able to use, because you never want to be in this situation. I mean, Vlad honestly should have played his idol just to make sure he's not gonna get rocked
I don't
out
know,
here.
but if he keeps it, I'm
Yeah.
gonna say Danny.
Okay. Zendaya, the game has
Oh,
spoken.
no.
Ah,
Oh,
wow.
no.
Okay. At least
It's
from as long as it's not Vlad for me, I guess I'm happy as long as it wasn't Vlad.
I
uh,
mean, I would have been crushed if it was live, but
yeah. Okay. So Anne, Double Lift, Jackie, and Vlad voted for Anya, and Anya, Danny, Judy, and Zendaya voted for Double Lift.
okay. So with Zendaya going, that means people that voted for Double Lift are kind of screwed. So Anya, Danny, and Judy are kind of on the outs. But then again, Judy has always been kind of on the outs, and Anya's
Mhm.
kind of hovered near the middle, TBH.
Yeah, she's been going kind of back and forth, even
Yeah,
between just alliances in general. She's kind of never been true
she's
to one.
fluid.
Yeah,
She's fluid.
yeah. So yeah, there's that.
All right,
Okay.
last one before the finale.
Yep. Okay. They're back at that 8. They're not looking too good over here.
No,
But Judy wins reward and shares it with Vlad and Anya.
honestly, probably the two best people to share it with
Yeah, a close ally and someone who she can try to
is
sway, who
ruling the game.
probably
Yeah,
has a lot of sway with everyone. Um, okay, one player is randomly chosen to visit Island of the Idols.
this is an important one.
Anne arrives. The lesson is jury management. So they'll get either an extra vote, idol nullifier, or a hidden immunity idol. Anne must win a coin toss.
She plays and gets.
She does
Oh,
not play.
she meh.
She
Why?
chooses not to. But Anya Taylor Joy wins immunity. Will
All
be
right,
in the actually,
it's a two-parter.
yeah, because of
Yeah.
the Dan thing, they have an extra episode. So okay, so Judy has a major meltdown
Oh, Judy.
again. I think it's Judy.
I don't think it is. I feel it might be Double Lift.
You think double lift?
Yeah.
I think Judy has made it very far. I think she's definitely worthy of a potential all-star for just being wrong all the time.
Yeah.
But I think it's her time. Glad as the idol. No one stands. First vote goes to Judy. Second vote goes to Judy. Third vote goes to Danny. Fourth vote goes to Judy. Fifth vote goes to Danny. Sixth vote goes to Danny. One vote left.
Is it Danny?
And
Oh,
Judy, wow,
dang.
just cannot avoid another close one.
Rats.
Yeah. So Anne, Danny, Double Lift, and Jackie voted for Judy, and Anya, Judy, and Vlad voted for Danny.
Dang.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Final 6. One more before the finale.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be interesting.
So Vlad has the idol. Vlad's now at the 9. It's usually been Jackie at the 9, but now Vlad's there. Double Lift wins immunity.
All right. So,
Yeah.
not him.
Yeah,
Vlad's
he's in
safe.
the finale. Anne and Vlad bond slightly, bonding over their
Sticks.
pillaging of villages.
And sticks.
Yeah. Anya and Double Lift have a major fight. Double
I
Lift
think
has
this might be
immunity,
your
so this
time.
might be Anya.
She survived a lot.
She's made it very far. Definitely can't be mad at this point.
Just
uh,
disappointed.
yeah. I mean, I guess she doesn't do as good as Catherine did on her first time. Catherine did make it to the end.
Catherine made it to final 3, but like,
Yeah.
you
Still.
know,
Yeah, I'm gonna say Anya. I think that double lift winning with immunity is, and then having that fight is never. You never want to fight with the person who has immunity because
No,
they'll go hard to make sure you go home.
exactly.
No one stands. First vote goes to Vlad. His first votes. Second vote goes to Anya. Third vote goes to Danny. Fourth vote goes to Anya. And
Yeah.
Anya is voted out in a 4-1 votes.
Who voted for?
Um, Danny voted for Vlad, and Anya voted for Danny.
So Danny is just completely on the outs.
Yeah, he doesn't know what's happening right now. He's just like, guys, I just want a sandwich. Just give me a sandwich, and I'll be fine.
He's all good. All
Uh,
right. So this
okay,
is our final five.
yeah. Okay. Who do you think is playing the best game so far?
I gotta say it's Vlad, and Jackie is also playing a solid game, double lift as well. Danny is, I'd say he is, but I would say he's not the best person out there. And I think Anne's playing kind of this a step above Danny, but like not really playing like the best. But she's aligned with two powerhouses.
Yeah, I will say Danny has he made great social connections with a lot of people on the jury. I think that the new celebrity women, especially, he had a lot of different times where he was bonding with like all of them, and a lot of them have made it to the jury.
They all kind of just went out in a row
Yeah,
too.
yeah. So like, I don't
That
know.
aligns the
I wouldn't say
four.
he's necessarily playing the best game, but looking at that, he might honestly get like 3 or 4 votes off of
I
that
mean,
just because of it.
4 votes out of like a 10 personal jury. That says a lot. No, wait, 11-person jury,
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
yeah, I believe so. So
I
so
mean,
yeah,
still,
if you get just like 2 more votes go your way and you win.
exactly.
So I would still consider him a threat to win the game. Even if you would say he doesn't have the best game, he has played that sleeper threat game.
A little bit.
Um, so Vlad as the idol. Uh, so he's definitely going to play it. So he's definitely making it to Final Four.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Braun Strowman, Catherine Newton reveal themselves, and Danny finds the idol.
So it's either Anne Bonnie, Double Lift, or Jackie. One of the big boys
Yeah,
or gals is going home.
yeah. And Danny wins immunity.
He can legit choose whoever. Uh, nice.
Well, and he shares it with Jackie Robinson. So is that he's probably going to play it on Jackie.
Yeah.
So I'm imagining he gets the idol played on him. Vlad's going to play his idol. Double Lift and Vlad have a major fight.
I think it's Double Lift's time.
No.
He made it far, bro.
Oh,
He made it
I
super far.
know, but damn, he made it to the finale and played a very good game. Damn. Um, uh, I can't see it being any. I really don't see it being Anne Bonnie here. I kind of can only see Double Lift.
Yeah. Double
Yeah,
Lift.
yeah. So Vlad plays the idol, and Danny
Yep.
plays the idol on Jackie. Yeah. First votes goes to Vlad, does not count. Second vote goes to Vlad, does not count. Third vote goes to
Yeah.
Double Lifts. And Double Lift is voted off.
I'm guessing it was Danny and Double Lift that voted for Vlad.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep. All right. So this is the
Final four.
it can be, I just gotta say, Anne, Jackie, and Vlad have had one of the best alliances we've seen. Granted, it's been
Yeah.
shaky between Anne and
Yeah,
Vlad, but like
yeah, that's right. The Stick Alliance is here at the Final Four.
they stuck together. It is a 2-2 split between you and me.
Yeah.
Um,
Uh,
though they're all old. Well,
yeah,
except for Danny.
Danny Sexton is the last remaining new celeb.
Okay. Um, it's weird because even whoever wins immunity may not get immunity. It's like,
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I'm like kind of. I have no idea what's about to happen. Like, because of fire making, literally any one of these four can go home right now. And Bonnie wins immunity.
will she keep it though?
I was about to say she's in the final three, but yeah. Oh, please don't have her give it up. Please don't have her give it up. No events occurred.
Okay. Yep. 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 Yep.
I'm telling you, they need to fix this. They
Yep.
have made it where it's like it's a coin flip now for winning immunity. Like it's actually beneficial now to not win immunity. It's gonna be crazy if she loses this because we have yet to have someone give up immunity and win.
Watch her be the one though.
And she gives up like so Vlad and Jackie are safe. So she keeps the stick alliance. So her goal is to make it to the stick alliance together and be like, hey, I'm the reason that we're all together at the end.
Are you though?
And she's gonna face Danny Sexbang, uh, who is a potential jury threat. So I guess there's that.
Ish. I
Yeah.
still wouldn't want to be sitting next to either of these two.
Danny wins and Honey is eliminated.
Oh dear
Oh
God.
my god. How does yeah, okay. I'm just gonna let you guys know next time we're playing a mid school where there's no fire making just
Or
so
just like
we can at
below
least we're gonna get a string of that not happening.
previous of 35, all
Yeah.
those where it's not required.
Yeah.
That one was just a no.
Yeah. That's just dumb. Like I think the other ones like made some sense. That one was just dumb.
I understand why Danny did it. I understand why.
I get why Regina because she wasn't playing a flashy enough game and that's what
Yeah,
she's known for. But that was just dumb. I think there's it's really dumb to try to take out Danny and bring them along with you. Okay.
I agree.
Okay. We gotta hurry up.
I know.
Luckily, we're at the end here. Finalists wait for the winner to be revealed. Um,
It's got to be Vlad.
yeah,
Vlad or Jackie.
it seems like as I said, I think Jackie would have won if he doesn't sit next to Vlad. I think that was his win condition.
Yeah.
Danny has, I think, like 4 votes locked up, but
We'll see.
okay. Time for the winner reveal. First vote goes to Vlad. Second vote goes to Danny. Third vote goes to Danny. Fourth vote goes to Vlad. Fifth vote goes to Vlad. Sixth vote goes to Danny. Seventh vote goes to Vlad.
Come on, Vlad.
Eighth vote goes to Danny. Ninth vote goes to Vlad. 10th vote and winner is Vlad in a 7-4. Or those 4 that we were saying.
I think it might be, but well-deserved winner. Played,
yeah.
I'd say similar on the same level as Regina.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't know. The Hollywood girls.
Yeah, Hollywood Girls and Double Lift.
Yeah.
So we basically called it there. We basically said he has like 4 votes locked up, and he got 4 votes.
Yeah, Maryland just kind of scooched on over.
Yeah. Yeah. I would definitely consider this a strong game from Vlad. Taika wins the fan favorites.
Nice.
They liked his short time out there. Yeah. So that's that.
Just
Look
see
at that.
Mr. Beast there, and it's just like, oh.
Yeah, remember the first boot?
Way back when.
Yeah. I think this is a pretty good one.
Oh yeah, very solid. Vlad plays a pretty decent game. We've had a lot of good contestants go throughout this.
Yeah, I think there's some good people to bring back
Totally.
for All-Star 6.
Totally.
Vlad and Double Lift are definitely my big contenders.
Yeah. For me, like Anya, like it's definitely in the realm of possibility.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Zendaya, Jackie. We'll see. We'll see.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Let's look over here. So Danny Sexbang won 3 challenges, and Bonnie, Danny Sexbang, and Zendaya won 2 immunities. Double Lift over here with 26 votes received in the game.
Does that surpass?
I think
I
we
know
had
it won.
27. I think we've gotten to 27.
Yeah,
I think that was
but
Kim
he's up there.
Slavin. Yeah, but yeah, still 26 votes is crazy. um, so yeah, and Bonnie had Jackie Robinson had 0. Same with Zendaya.
Interesting.
Yeah. Anne Bonnie is considered the most strategic, followed by Judy Garland.
Okay,
I guess losing is a strategy.
can be. But
Yeah.
you're less of a threat.
Yeah, and Double Lift was number 3. So okay,
All right.
yeah. I think this was a pretty solid one.
I agree. I agree. I mean, I'm still a little upset Aquafina went home so early.
Yeah.
Dang. But
Yeah.
such is the Brantsteele.
Yeah. Yeah. I think this was a good one. I'm happy with it. I think it was
Yeah,
better than our celebrities too.
I agree.
Which
I
is good
definitely
because
agree.
I was gonna say, like, if this celebrity didn't hold up to standards, I think this would be the last celebrities. We would have to Fantasy Island would probably take over its place as the reoccurring.
Maybe, oh, I mean, I wouldn't say that. Like I feel like it all depends on the cast, and the cast did deliver this time. It just didn't for that one for
Yeah,
whatever
I mean,
reason.
just because the reality stars just won, so
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
kind of boring gameplay altogether. Okay, so that's going to do it for this episode of the Day After Podcasts.
All right, peace out, guys.
Yeah, we'll catch you guys in the next one.